Hello and welcome back to Building an Application with Python Programming Language. So in our last class, we discussed the fundamentals of Python, why Python is necessary. We also looked at variables and how we can manipulate variables. And we also looked at values and the different value types. So today we are going to look at another very crucial aspect of programming called conditional statements. What are conditions? Okay, one of the most important parts of programming is the use of logical reasoning, the ability to perform certain actions given that some certain conditions are met. So we've been able to use our operators to create programs and do some certain calculations. But what happens if we want a program to run if a certain condition is met and another program to run if another condition is met? So we're going to look at conditioning in Python today. And the first thing to take note of is Boolean values. Now, when we looked at the different data types, we saw strings, we saw integers, we also saw Boolean values. And Boolean values are either true or false. There are only two Boolean values. It's either true or it's false. And take note of the capitalization. Okay, it's very important. Take note of the capitalization. The T and the F starts with capital letter while the remaining are lowercase. So Boolean values are simply true or false. Now, the next thing we're going to talk of is the Boolean expression. And an expression is simply a statement that consists of an operand and an operator, or multiple operands and an operator. And we saw the different operators. We looked at arithmetic operators. Now we're going to look at some logical operators and conditional operators. So a Boolean expression is simply an expression that evaluates to produce a result, which is a Boolean value. For example, the operator is equals to tests if two values are equal. It produces, or we say it yields, a Boolean value. Okay, so if let's go to our VS Code. We're going to create a new project, a new file. We are going to call it exercise.py. Don't forget the .py extension, very, very important. Okay, and we are going to check for some certain conditions. So I would say new, for example, is equals to, then we want to evaluate if two conditions are the same. So I'll say 5 is equals to 5. Now this is going to give us true. Okay, so if I say print new, alright, and I run this on my console, you will see that it's going to evaluate to true. Output is going to evaluate to true. Okay, so an expression whereby the result of that expression has to be either true or false is what we call a Boolean expression. So in the next chapter, we are going to look at different comparison operators.